Hello, and welcome to this channel. Join me as I dive deep into the hidden effects of jealousy in marriage and see if you can uncover the signs before it's too late. Jealousy in marriage is a silent killer, and it's often overlooked as a serious issue. We tend to think of it as a natural feeling, something that shows we care deeply about our partner. But the truth is, when left unchecked, jealousy can be devastating to a relationship. When we're in a romantic relationship, it's natural to feel a little threatened when we see our partner interacting with someone else, whether it's a friend, colleague, or even a family member. Maybe they're laughing together, sharing a funny story, or just simply enjoying each other's company. Whatever it is, it can trigger that little voice in our head that says, "Hey, what's going on here?" Or are they more interested in that person than me? And before we know it, we're feeling insecure, anxious, and maybe even a little angry. This tension can lead to distrust between partners, and it's not hard to see why. When we're feeling jealous, we start to question our partner's intentions, their loyalty, and their commitment to us. We might start to wonder if they're still attracted to us or if they're just using us as a placeholder until someone better comes along. And the more we dwell on these thoughts, the more we start to create scenarios in our head that aren't even based in reality. Take, for example, the classic scenario where your partner is working late with a colleague and you start to wonder if they are flirting or even worse. Or maybe your partner is out with friends and you start to imagine them dancing with someone else or sharing a romantic dinner. The possibilities are endless, and the more we let our imagination run wild, the more we create a toxic environment in our relationship. When we let jealousy take over, it can lead to emotional distance or even conflict. We might start to withdraw from our partner, become more possessive or even accusatory. And the more we do this, the more our partner starts to feel suffocated, trapped, or even unworthy. It's a vicious cycle that can be incredibly destructive to a relationship. At its root, jealousy is often driven by insecurity and fear. We're afraid of losing our partner, of not being good enough, or of not being loved. And the more we let these fears consume us, the more we create a toxic environment in our relationship. It's essential to recognize that jealousy is not a sign of love or commitment, it's a sign of our own insecurities and fears. One story that illustrates the devastating effects of unchecked jealousy is that of Sarah and Mike. They were high school sweethearts who got married in their early 20s. At first, everything seemed perfect. They were deeply in love, and their relationship was filled with laughter and adventure. But as time went on, Mike started to become increasingly possessive and jealous. He would check Sarah's phone, question her about every guy she talked to, and even accuse her of flirting with other men. At first, Sarah tried to reassure him, but eventually she started to feel trapped and suffocated. She felt like she was walking on eggshells, never knowing when Mike's jealousy would trigger again. The relationship became toxic, and eventually they divorced. The story of Sarah and Mike is a powerful reminder of the devastating effects of unchecked jealousy. It's a wake-up call to recognize the signs of jealousy in our own relationships and to take action before it's too late. When we let jealousy consume us, we risk losing the very thing we're trying to hold on to, our partner's love and trust. In conclusion, jealousy in marriage is a silent killer, and it's essential to recognize its signs and take action to address it. By acknowledging our own insecurities and fears, we can start to create a healthier and more loving environment in our relationship. Thanks for watching, and if you've experienced jealousy in your own relationship, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. And if you want to learn more about relationship dynamics, be sure to check out my other video on common mistakes that can lead to relationship breakdowns.